Hello folks, Twilight and Arrow back for a new part of my Let's Read series, Bionic Commando. Let's begin Chapter 2. Jack woke up in a strange room where everything was white and lit by bright lights. For a few seconds, he thought he had died. Then he heard a woman's voice. "Doctor, he's awake." Slowly, Jack's mind struggled out of its haze of confusion. He tried to remember what had happened. He remembered breaking through the glass window and falling. Jack shifted his body in the bed and felt a strange pain that he'd never known before. "What happened to me?" He called out, feeling weak and helpless. A young nurse with soft gray eyes came to stand over him. She smoothed down the sheet that lay across his chest and arms. "You'll be all right," she said. "Everything will be all right." "I remember falling," Jack said, hoping that she wouldn't walk away again. "It was 20 stories to the ground. What happened to me?" The nurse smiled, her eyes crinkling at the corners. "You landed in a hotel swimming pool," she said. "Fortunately, the deep end." A slow, crazy laugh rose from deep in Jack's throat. He remembered everything now. It had been a wild chance that he took, jumping out of the penthouse window. He had counted on falling into that swimming pool, and he had made it. His laugh died in a choking sound as he remembered his last sight of Super Joe, surrounded by kilts and ninjas. He looked at the nurse, almost afraid to ask his question. "My partner, Super Joe, where is he?" The smile on the nurse's face faded, and he moved quickly away from it. That was a female nurse, and he moved quickly. Anyway, a minute later, the doctor took his... Her! It's a female nurse! You said so before! Tegasby's looking down at Jack with wide eyes. "I'm Dr. Tsuchiya? Tsuchiya? Okay. I'm not good with Japanese, leave me alone." I want to be though. And anyway, getting off topic. Where are they? We've called your captain to talk to you. Meanwhile, try to relax. That sounds Russian. Not Japanese, but whatever. A wave of anger washed over Jack. How could he react when he didn't even know where he was? And how could he react when he didn't know if Joe was dead or alive? "Doctor, I'm not some stupid kid you can pacify with a statement like that," Jack said. "Tell me where I am." The doctor hesitated. "You're in a top-secret Army hospital in Maryland," said a familiar voice. "You were flown here on a special jet after your fall." Jack struggled to sit up straight as he heard the captain enter the room, but he lost his balance trying to put his weight on his right arm. His head fell back against the pillow as the captain walked up to the bed. Jack tried to read his mood, but learned nothing from his steel blue gaze. "Hello, sir. Good to see you again," Jack said respectfully. "Good to see you too. Good to see you again too, Jack." The captain answered with more warmth in his voice than usual. "I heard you've taken up diving since I last saw you." Jack grinned, mostly because he never heard the captain tell a joke before. Then a smile disappeared as thoughts of Joe crowded back into his mind. "Where's Super Joe, Captain?" Jack asked, hoping for a straight answer. "God had taken him as a hostage last time I saw him. I did everything I could to save him. At least I think I did. I don't know now. Maybe I should have stayed and fought." "Relax, Jack," the captain interrupted. "Super Joe is alive. Killers hold him hostage as a prisoner at bad secret hideout in the... If it's a secret hideout, why do you know where it is?" Anyway, almost halfway through this video. Where was I? Oh yeah. "I'm going there. As soon as I get out of this bed, Jack said with his teeth grin. He threw the covers aside and tried again to lift himself up. His right arm still felt strange for the first time. Joe looked down at it. He felt a wave of shock, followed by disbelief. His arm was gone. In its place was a finely molded piece of plastic. What did you do to me? He shouted at the captain in panic. Where's my arm? The captain stared at him with a steely gaze and didn't answer. Jack knew the captain didn't like displays of irrational emotion in his spies. Well, that was tough. They had taken away his arm and replaced it with this fake. His career as a commando was over. Jack, listen to me, the captain said sternly. You lost your arm in the fall in Buenos Aires? I don't know. We think you were wounded by a shuriken we found at the bottom of the pool. Your arm was further damaged when you hit the water. We had no choice. We had to operate. Jack remembered a ninja standing at the pendulous window with a shuriken in his hand. The shuriken must have hit him just before he blacked out. Pixel raised the plastic arm in the air, studying it for the first time. At first glance, it appeared to be real. The fingers and muscles looked just like those on his other arm. Jack ran the fingers of his left arm across the arm, feeling it respond to his touch. What is this thing, Captain? He asked. He still felt repelled by the arm, but his horror was slowly giving way to curiosity. It's a bionic arm, Jack. One moment, I need a drink. I am thirsty. Much better. Where was I? Oh yeah. The captain said with a tinge of pride in his voice, our scientists have been developing it in secret for years. I wish we could have asked your permission to give it to you, Jack, but time was important, and you were unconscious for days. Jack felt his emotions shadow into a cool logic he knew a spy should display. He pressed his grief about his real arm further and further back into his mind. The arm is a powerful weapon, Jack, the captain said. With it, you're the first Bionic Commando. Hence, Bionic Commando, name of the... Anyway. Jack repeated the words himself. Bionic Commando. He didn't know what that meant yet, but it must mean that his career as a Federation agent was not over yet. Jack touched the arm again with his left hand and accidentally pressed his thumb against the palm. A metal grappling hook suddenly shot out from the plastic arm and clamped onto the ceiling above him. Jack looked at the captain in amazement. You'll find that hook helpful in getting out of tight situations, the captain said with a smile. Federation scientists will give you a special briefing on the arm in the next few days, the captain went on. But right now, let me give you a quick rundown of his capabilities. Jack watched and listened carefully as the captain pointed out the secret triggers and activators on the arm. And I'm going to get the video off right here. So, until next video, I'm Twilight Nero. See you later.